Welcome to this new section of the WordPress course. We're going to step back from the building and the designing of our actual website and move on to plugins. Plugins are really important for being able to customize your own website and to create a website that has all kinds of features such as security, backing up, email opt-ins, you name it, there's a plugin for it on WordPress. So in this lesson, I just want to verify that you know how to install a new plugin. So if you've already learned how to install a new plugin from the previous lessons where we did it really quickly with some of the design features, you don't have to watch this lesson. You can skip to the next one, and each lesson in this section will be covering a specific WordPress plugin and how to use it and why we use it. So first, let's learn how to install a new plugin. From WordPress, you can go to Plugins, Add New. This will take you to a search page where you can find new plugins. Now, there are all kinds of premium plugins that you could find on different websites from developers who create custom plugins. These are great for certain kinds of jobs, but I personally like using the free option. So in this course, I'm going to recommend some of the premium options if you want to actually purchase a plugin, but I'll also be showing you the free version if you want to bootstrap your website and start it basically for no cost. So here we're on the Add Plugins page, and if you haven't been on here before, you can see the featured plugins. These are very popular plugins that WordPress recommends for all kinds of things, and we'll be looking at some of these. We've already looked at Jetpack right now, which was pre-installed when I installed WordPress on my Bluehost website. You might not have installed it yet if you're not using Bluehost. To search for a plugin, you can search in this search box. Now, we can search for anything. Say we want to add a gallery to our website. We can search for gallery and find all kinds of plugins for creating different galleries. I will admit that the plugin search is not the best. It's difficult to understand how some of these search results appear. You have a mixture of some that are highly rated, ones that have been around for a long time and have lots of installs, and some that have been recently updated versus some that haven't. And these are the key things to look at when installing a plugin. You don't want to install a plugin that hasn't been updated. Probably you don't want to install a plugin that is not compatible with this version or your version of WordPress. There are some plugins that just haven't been updated yet, but they have a great reputation and they will be updating for your current version of WordPress. So that's one thing that you want to look at. The next is last updated. So if it hasn't been updated in the past year, then I would say skip it. You don't want to use a plugin that's old, outdated. This is a formula for disaster in which hackers can figure out how to hack into your website via an old plugin. You also want to look at the ratings. Typically, you want to make sure that it's over 4 stars. Of course, this is just like anything else. You want to make sure that it has good ratings. And then active installs. Yes, there might be some great new plugins out there that don't have many installs, but I typically use the ones that have the most installs, or at least a lot of installs, which proves that there are a lot of people using it and a lot of people liking it. So to find out more about any of these plugins, we can click on it right here. Click on the title. It pops up a new window with a description, instructions for installing, screenshots of the plugin, which might not matter for some different plugins, but for example, for a gallery plugin, we'd want to look at what it looks like. There's other frequently asked questions. We can see the reviews. These are all good things to look at. If we're happy with it, we can click Install Now from here. Once it's installed, we can activate it from this menu right here. Because we have it installed doesn't mean we can use it yet. But I'm not going to activate it yet. I'm going to go to our installed plugins page right here. Here you can see all of the plugins that we have installed. The ones that are highlighted in blue are active. The ones that aren't highlighted in blue aren't active. So to activate this photo gallery, we can click Activate from here. Sometimes when you install a new plugin, a window will pop up or a new banner will pop up at the top of your screen that will kind of guide you through using that plugin. So we could just click Start here to view this photo gallery plugin. You can see that it added 2 menu items, the photo gallery and the photo gallery add-ons. Now, I personally have never even used this gallery plugin before, So I would have to walk myself through this to learn, but that's what I'm going to do with the rest of the plugins. I'll know how to use them and I'll walk you through them in a little bit more depth. But in this lesson, I just wanted to show you how to install. So let's go back to our installed plugins page and learn how to delete a plugin. Sometimes after you've installed a plugin too, this window keeps popping up. So until you click the dismiss button, it's just going to keep popping up. This Hello Dolly plugin is automatically installed. And this is one that I want to delete because it really serves no purpose. You can read what it means right here. So I'm going to deactivate it because right now I can't delete it. I have to deactivate it first. So I click deactivate. Once it's deactivated from my website, I can now delete it by clicking the delete button and confirming that I want to delete. The other thing I want to mention is updating. There are different ways to update your plugins, but one is by going to this installed plugins page. And here we can see that the Mojo Marketplace plugin, which was installed when I installed WordPress with Bluehost, needs an update. It has this little banner right here. I can click update now here, or I can go to dashboard updates. And we saw this earlier in the course where this is sort of your home page for updates. It will include updates for WordPress itself, for plugins or themes. It's interesting right now, it doesn't show that Mojo Marketplace needs an update. So it's important to check both places. So back on the installed plugins page, I'm just going to click update now. Now for best practices, it's important to check if the update is good to go for your website. Search on their website, go to this plugin's website and see what the details are with the new plugin. Sometimes I've updated a plugin and there was some sort of glitch with it and it either messed up my website or it messed up that plugin. So you want to make sure that everyone's happy with the update. At the same time, you need to balance this out with making sure you update frequently, because if you leave a plugin not updated, there might be a glitch with that plugin. Perhaps there was a vulnerability that could lead to hacking. So you want to make sure that you do update your plugins, because usually it means that the creator of that plugin is fixing a problem or making it even better. So that's how you find, install, and activate any new plugin. Also, how you delete plugins. In the follow-up lessons, I'm going to be going over specific tasks that I encourage you to do for your website before you launch it to the world.